MongoDB it is a non-relational database. So we can say that MongoDB it is a document database. So SQL databases we are having, right? So SQL databases they are considered as relational databases, which means that they are storing the data in the separate tables, and when we want the data, then we will be retrieving the data from multiple tables. But here in MongoDB, it is a documented database in which we will be storing the data in only one place. Like we'll not be having any difference like tables and all. Here we'll not be having any tables. So it doesn't mean that it can't store relational data, but it can also store relational data like MySQL. But we can use this for storing the data which is non-relational. So MongoDB it stores the data in documents rather than storing the data in multiple tables. So we can keep all our data together, and reading our data also becomes very fast when we use MongoDB. So in MongoDB, tables are called as collections and rows are called as documents, and attributes are there, right? So attributes they are called as fields here, and that is about MongoDB. So is it like clear about the MongoDB? Have you understood what actually is MongoDB? Is it clear about MongoDB?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So now we'll perform some operations like creation, updation, and all in the tables. So this is MongoDB campus. So when we open it, it will be in this format, and we should. So here the port number it will be available automatically, and after that we should click on this connect here. It will be connecting, and you can.
Ma'am, you didn't share the screen, ma'am.
Okay, sorry, sorry, I forgot. Yeah. So this will be like MongoDB. So is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
Okay. So it will be in this format. So after that, all these things you are seeing here, they are by default like all the databases that are presented. So now when we want to create something, then we should go to here. So here you can see an arrow, right? So you should click on this. So after that, you can write the queries here. And after that, you can write the queries here. So let me enlarge this. Yeah. So first of all, we'll start with like what are the databases that are already presented in the MongoDB. That one we will see first. So for that, the command like for the query that we have to type is show databases. Show databases, and if you click on enter, you will be getting all the databases that are already presented. You can also see them here, right? So these all these things, you will be getting all the databases that are already presented in the database. And now you can also use another thing like show databases or show DBs. So show DBs will also be the same. You can click on show DBs, and if you click on enter, you'll be getting the same thing. Show DBs and show databases both are for the sake of same purpose. So is it clear how can we see the databases that are already presented? Is it okay about the command?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let us create a database. So for that the command is use followed by the name of the database. Let us consider this name of this database as something like class10, and click on enter. You'll be getting switched to that DB. So the name of the database is there, right? So that name will be displayed here. And after that, when you now see, like when you now type this one, you will not be getting this as your database, because if we are having collections inside the database only, then it will be visible. So now let me show you that. So let us type show DBs now and click on enter. So now you can't see this class 10, right? Because there are no collections inside this class 10. Now let us create a collection inside that class 10, so that you can observe the difference. So the command for this, like creating a collection is, okay. So the command for creating a collection is db dot followed by create collection, and after that you have to name it as, like you have to name the collection that you are going to create. So let us consider the collection as something like class A. And now let us create the collection. See, you have got OK and 1, right? So that means that your collection is successfully created. So now let us now type this command again, which is show dbs. Now you will be getting the class 10 here. You can see, right? This class 10 we have created. So because we have created a collection inside that, you can see the class 10 here. So is it clear about creating a collection?
Yes, ma'am. It's okay.
Okay. So now let us also show. So for seeing the collections also, show collections. See, because you are inside that database, you will be getting the collection name which is presented, which is class A here. So let us also create one more collection, which is db dot create collection of class B. Let us consider it as B and click on enter. And now let us again show the collections, so that you will be getting two collections, which is class A and class B. So it is similar to the databases. So this is how you can create a database, and this is how you can create a collection. And now let us insert some data into the collection. So let us consider the collection which is class A here. So now let us insert some data, that is, let us insert a document into this collection. So I'm inserting, so for insertion also db dot, so we have to type the name of that collection. I'm using class A here, and after that followed by the dot again, and now I'm using insert one. You can use insert one, and if you want to insert many records, you can use insert many also, but as of now I'm using insert one here, because I'm inserting one record. And you have to observe the syntax here. Here curly braces are important, because it is stored in the JSON format, which is like dictionary format, key value pairs are there, right? So similar way. So here you have to open curly braces here, and after that you have to like type the field name. So let us consider name as one field, and followed by the name, like you have to type the name, which is, let us consider it as, sorry, yeah, let us consider it as Gayatri, and followed by, let us take the roll number as the second field. So let us take the roll number. So you have to put the comma in between, and after that again you can again put a colon followed by. So it is integer, right? So let us take one. It is integer, so that I am not taking the quotation marks here, because it is an integer. And now let us click on enter, so that one document it will be inserted inside the class A collection. See, inserted acknowledgement, it is true, which is positive, and ID we are getting, right? Object ID. So this ID will be generated automatically for every for every document that you are inserting. So now let us also insert one more thing. So we are again using insert one, and now, so if you are considering the SQL, that means MySQL and all, which is relational databases. For the entire collection, that means for the entire table, so there it is table, right? For the entire table, you can have same number of attributes, right? So if you are having a table with name and roll number, so all the remaining rows for every student, they should have the name and roll number itself. They can't have one more field extra, that means one more attribute extra. But here you can add like it is of your choice. So here we have added the two fields, right? But here you can even extend it, like let us name it as something else, and let us take the roll number as 2 here. And let us also insert one more field in the same collection with one more in the same document. So let us take phone number here. Let us take the phone number as something like, so let us now click on enter. But it is not possible in like relational databases. But here you can insert. That means into the same table we can't insert the data. Like first row, if you two attributes, second row three attributes. It is not possible, right? But here you can insert into the collection like documents. You can insert like variable fields into the documents. See, it is also acknowledged as true. So is it clear about what I'm talking? How can you insert the data into the collection? Is it clear about the insertion? Is it clear or do you want me to explain again?
We want me to explain. Yes, ma'am, it is clear.
Okay. So now, so creation it is over, right? So now let us see about like reading the data from the collection. So retrieving the data, right? So that one for that we will be using find. So db dot, the name of the collection is class10 dot find. By placing the find, you will be getting all the documents that are presented inside that. Sorry, uh, we have to use the name of the collection. I have used the database name here. Sorry, so we have to use class A here, not class 10. Yeah, now we will be getting. See, you have got the two records that we have inserted, right? So here, in for the first one, you are having the object ID, which will be generated by default, and you are having the name and roll number. So you can observe the format also. It is in the JSON format. So we are having the key and value. So similarly, for the second document, we are having object ID, name, roll number, and also phone number. So you can also use find one here. So let us use find one. Find one means you'll be getting only the first record. Otherwise, you can also use this with some condition. Let us first check with this one. See, first collection, first document you'll be getting, that is in the collection, whichever is the first document that you'll be getting as the output. Now let us also check, like let us also retrieve something with some condition. So here let me write like some condition or like name is equal to or roll number is equal to, that is of your wish. Let us find something with the name. So where name it is, you can use anything, like you can also use the roll number or phone number, but I'm using the name as a condition. So sorry, we have to use this curly braces. I forgot to use the curly braces. Here you have to place the curly braces. Yeah. So now let us see. Yeah, you will be getting the document which is of the name from that collection. So you can also use the condition where the roll number is equal to 1 or the phone number is equal to something like that. You can use these things. So this is about retrieving the data. You can retrieve the data, like you can use find so that you'll be getting all the documents in the collection. You can use find one so that you can get the first record, or else you can also place some condition so that that record with that condition will be displayed. So this is about reading the data. So is it clear about reading the data from the table? Is it clear?
Ma'am, I think there is a network issue with you. You are not able to hear.
Okay. So is my voice audible now?
Yeah, now it's audible, ma'am.
Okay. So, okay, I'll explain it again. So is my screen visible and my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now let us. I'll be explaining you again. So if you are unable to hear, no, you can respond so that I can understand. And now, so we have completed the insertion, right? So we are talking about the retrieval of the data. So for that, you can use the command which is having find. So for that, you can use db dot followed by the name of the collection which is class A and dot find, so that you will be getting all the records that are present, all the documents that are presented inside this collection which is class A. See, this is the thing. So we have inserted the two records, right? So we will be getting them. And now you can also use find one so that you will be getting the first record, first document, sorry. Here we have to use the word document. So for the sake of records, it is document here. So for that, we can use find one here so that you'll be getting the first document. Okay, now when we click on enter, you'll be getting the first document. But now if you want to display the second one, you can use a condition where inside this find one, you can open a curly brace and you can write the condition where the name, sorry, n is capital right there. So we have to use capital N, name, and the name is, and now when we click on enter, you will be getting the record, you will be getting the document for which the name is Kirtana. So this is about retrieving the data. So is it clear now? Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let us continue. So we have completed the insertion and also retrieval. So now let us update. So for updation, let us consider here, let us update the phone number of this document. So for updation, we have update one or update many you can use. So let us use update one. So db dot and followed by name of the collection which is class A, and after that we can use update one, and inside that update one let us write the condition first. So where the condition is, so now let us take the roll number. So roll number is 2 for the record where the roll number is 2, and we have to keep the comma and now write the updation where we are updating. So now let us again open a curly brace, and inside that we have to use the set method, and inside that we are setting, like we are now replacing the phone number phone. So now we are updating the phone number to some other thing. So here this is not this one. You have to open a curly brace here. Yeah, you have to close the curly brace. So inside this phone, so now let us update the phone number to some other thing rather than this one. So let us place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. We have shifted the 0 to the last. And now click on enter. So see, so we have for the roll number 2, we have set the phone number to this one. Now let us find and check whether the phone number is okay. Phone number has not been modified. So I think there is a mistake in some spelling. We have to separate it with a comma, and after that we are opening this and colon where the phone number we are replacing it with this phone number. So I think it is correct only. So let us again try. So now let us take db dot followed by the name of the class, sorry, name of the collection, which is class A, and followed by update 1. And now let us open a parenthesis, and inside that let us open a curly brace. Now let us update with the name, and let us check where we have gone wrong there. So colon, so the name is, and after that we have to place a comma, and after placing comma we have to again open a curly brace, and inside that we are using a set method which is dollar followed by set, and after that we are opening a colon and curly brace again followed by 4 and replacing the phone number as something which is, see, we have modified the phone number. If you can see now, yeah, you can update, you have we have updated the phone number. So is it clear? So this is the syntax. You have to use the condition first, and after that you have to write the modify, like whatever you have to modify you have to put it inside the set method. So is it clear about the updation, or else do you want me to explain again? Is it clear? Is my voice audible? Okay. It is clear, right? Okay. So we'll also,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So we'll also see, like for this record, we are not having the phone number, right? So for the first one, first document, we'll also try to add the phone number to that one. So now let us update using the updation. So for this record, we are also already having the phone number, so that we are updating it. Now let us take the first record, which is not having the phone number. And now let us set the phone number to some other thing, which is this one. So now click on enter. See, we have so the match count. It means the number of records, number of documents that has matched is one. So this condition it is satisfied with one record, and after that modified count it is one. That means we have modified that one. And the update upserted means here if we are getting any error, no, then in that case we will be getting this one. Inserted ID it is null. So that and acknowledgement it is true. So it is successfully updated. So now let us see by using find. Yeah, so that we'll be getting both the records. Yeah, we are also getting the phone number here. If you want, you can even add the field, you can even delete the field. It is of your choice. So this is about updation. I hope it is clear about the updation. It is clear, right?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, so now let us delete the collection, so which is pending. So for that deletion also, it is db dot. So let us delete the class A, which we have created, dot delete one of. Now let us write the condition for like what record, like whatever the document we are deleting. Let us write the condition for that. So let us consider the name as. So let us remove the first document and now click on enter. So deleted count it is 1. So now let us find, so that you'll be getting only one record, which is the second one, because the first one it is deleted. So this is how you can delete the document. So is it okay up to now? So this is about the CRUD operations on
This is
MongoDB.
about the crude operations on. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is about the CRUD operations on MongoDB. We have created a document, we have created a collection, and we have inserted the documents into it, and after that we have retrieved the documents and we have updated them and also deleted them. So now let us see about the React application. So we have created a React application in the previous task. So now we'll also connect it with the MongoDB. So now let us open up Visual Studio Code. We'll be using ExpressJS here for the sake of connection, and we'll be connecting the React application with the MongoDB that we have now seen, right? So that one we'll be connecting. Okay, so let us open Visual Studio Code. Sorry. Just wait for that to open. So after opening the Visual Studio Code, so the procedure it will be same. We will be opening that folder. So I have created a React app, and after that I have modified that so that I'll be getting the login sign up page, like the labels for the login. So that is username and password. So I have not even used the CSS because CSS it is normal, right? So if you want, you can add the CSS also. But I have not used this CSS. Yeah. So this is the application, this is login sign up page that we are talking about. So here, uh, these things like index.css, index.js, app.css, app.js, and in the public folder, all the things that are presented, all those things you will be getting by default itself. So I have added two things here, which is app.js and mongo.js. And after that, here in the components, I have added the home, login, and sign up. These three things and these two things here I have added. So can we start with this one? So it is okay about the MongoDB and all, right? Can I start with the login sign up page?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is the thing. So all these things I have already discussed in the previous class about these things. What are the node modules, public folder, SRC and all. So now we'll see what are the things we have added like for the React app that we have got. So we have added this home.js, login.js and signup.js, three files. And now let us see from the home.js file. So home.js, it is simple. So you'll be getting only one thing in the home.js, which is welcome. So hello and followed by welcome you'll be getting. So for that we have written the code. And in the login page you'll be having the username and password, that means email and password. If they are correct, then you will be logging in and moving to the home page. Otherwise you will be getting some alert box, like alert messages. Otherwise, like if you are using a register, like you are signing up, then if you are a new user, then you can sign up. Otherwise, if your data is already presented in the database, then you will be getting an alert box again, like user already exists. So let us see the thing. So let me close this and again open the terminal. You have to go to terminal and go to new terminal and wait for the path that has to be displayed here. And one more thing here. So to run this one, you have to split the console here. See, you have to split the terminal. So I will be explaining you how to do. But as of now, let us start with the thing. So we are importing the React here. And after that, here we are using use location because we are moving from one page to another page, right? So for that purpose, like for the sake of navigations and all, we are using the use location here. And the class name, it is home page. And after that, we are using hello and followed by the location state ID. This means that whatever we are giving in the email, that one will be stored here, and after that we'll be getting and welcome. So hello followed by your username that you are giving and welcome. This will be the output of the home page. So this is very simple about the home page. So is it like clear about the home.js file? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let us continue with login.js file. And so in the login.js, it is the main thing is like if you are already presented, like the data that you are entering, it is already presented in the MongoDB, that means in the database, then you will be going to the home page. Otherwise, if you're the details that you're entering in the login page, if they are not presented, then you will be getting an alert box in which you will be having so user has not signed up. So that will be the output of this login page. So here we are using the use state hook, and after that we are using this Axios here. So Axios, it is a popular library and it is used for mainly like sending the HTTP request and all. So for that purpose, we will be using this Axios. And use navigate and link, like this one we are using. So we have already seen in the home, right? So for the sake of navigations, so we can use this use location, or you can also use this navigate here. Use navigate. For that purpose, we are like for the sake of navigations and all, we are using this. And after that, in the history, we are using this one, use navigate. And after that, use state hooks. So use state hooks, like it is used for the sake of maintaining the state. So here you will be having two parameters where email and set email you are having, right? So initially the first parameter, it is set with the value that is presented here. So in our case here we are not initializing it with any value. And after that, when you want to modify the state, then you have to use this set email there. So we'll be seeing the set email. I'll be telling you. So similarly, the set password also. So after that, we are using an asynchronous function, which is submit. So for that, we are using the try catch block. You can see a try catch block here. So await of Axios we are using here, if you can see. So Axios I have already told you, right? It's a popular library for the sake of HTTP request. So dot post, that means we are like putting a request to the, this is MongoDB port. So we are putting a request to that. So and in that MongoDB we are having email and password, right? So that one we are importing. So to put a request, like to for putting a HTTP request, that is post request, we are using this attribute here. And after that, this then this then we are using, so that if the result that we are getting, no, if it is matching with if it is exist. So this one I will be showing you what I am talking about. So this exist and not exist, you will be having in this app.js. So I'll be telling you, like if it is existed in this MongoDB, then you will be going to the home. If it is not existed in the MongoDB, then you will be getting an alert message which is like user have not signed up. So otherwise we'll be catching the error which is wrong details. So that is the thing. So this is about login.js. So this is about like we have to, I have told you, right? We have used this one, which is set email and set password. This one we'll be using here because we have to enter the password, right? So that password, it should be there. See, this is for the sake of like labels. So you can see email, password, and you can see one button. So placeholder will be email and password. And set email and set password you can see, right? So whatever you are entering, that should be presented there, right? So for that purpose, we will be using the set email and set password. I'll be showing that to you. Let us run it first so that you'll understand. You have to type one command, which is node mon, and followed by the app.js. This app.js I'm talking about, not this app.js. So this app.js file, it is like ExpressJS connection. So we have to type node mon followed by, sorry, you have to type nodemon followed by the name, like which is app.js, right? So that one. So nodemon you can like, it is commonly used one, like it is a command line tool which helps like development of Node.js. For the Node.js projects and all, we'll be using this one. And it monitors the project directly and automatically restarts your app. So for that purpose, we'll be using this nodemon. And nodemon followed by your express.js file you're having, right? So that one, which is app.js in my case. Yeah. So when we click on enter, then you'll be like getting the establishment of the connection between the MongoDB and this React.js with the help of this express.js file. So I think it is clear about the login page, right? So it is simple. If we are having the data in the MongoDB, it will be like logging in and moving to the home page. Otherwise, you will be getting an alert message, which is you have to sign up again. So that will be the message. And I have told you this use state hooks you have to use for the sake of like setting the email and password. And we are having, yeah, if you are this one, if data exists, this means that if the data in the MongoDB is presented, then that after that you will be moving to the home using the state ID. You have already seen this in the home, right? So this one, it is carried to home, and you will be seeing that name of that email. So you can see here port is connected and MongoDB also it is connected. So now let us start with this one, which is npm space start. So is it clear up to now about login or JS?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let us discuss about signup.js. It is very similar, both are same, but the condition will be reversed. That means like if the user, if he is not presented, then you'll be inserting the data into the MongoDB, and after that you'll be moving to the home page. Otherwise, like if the data it is already presented, that means in the login condition, if the data is presented, we are moving, right? But here, if the data is presented, then we have to pop up the alert message, which is user already exists. So it will be the reverse condition. Yeah, signup.js we are talking about, right? So it is the same thing. So we are using the hooks in the same way, and after that we are using a submit function, and we are connecting to the port. And after that we are having if this result it is exists, then you have to print like you have to uh, put an alert message which is user already exists. Otherwise, if the data it is not presented, then we have to insert the data and move to the home page. See, we are if the exception arise, then we'll be printing the wrong details. And this is about like for the sake of sign up also we are having two like labels, which is email and password, and one button which is submit button. So it is same thing. So the just change that you will be getting is here. So there the condition will be reversed, and here the condition will be like if the data is presented, then you have to print user already exists. The data is not presented, then you have to insert the data and print, and sorry, and you have to go to the home page. So this is the thing about the signup.js. So I think it is clear about this source code. So if it is clear about the source code, then we'll be moving to the ExpressJS code. Like ExpressJS code we have written in the app.js, that one we'll be seeing. And after the collection we have created in the mongo.js, the both those things we'll be seeing if it is clear. Is it clear? Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let us continue with these two things. So app.js, it is express.js. So we are importing the express, and as well as we are importing this mongo.js file here. And after that we are using this cors. Cors it is used to fetch the data from the server, and it enables like your React application. No, that one you can easily fetch the data from the server. For that purpose, we'll be using the cors. And after that, see you are using the JSON and URL encoded. URL encoded it is used because it's a built-in function. That means you can say that it is a middleware function in ExpressJS. The main objective of this is like to face the incoming request from the URL. So we have to uh, enable the request, right? So for that purpose, we'll be using this URL encoded. And after that, we are having the request and response here. And if you can see, here we are using a post method, and we are using this request and response two parameters, and using the email and password. And after that, in here you have to remember one thing, where in the MongoDB we are having a React login tutorial as the database name, and inside that we are having a collection which is of name collection itself. So this is the name of the collection, and in this collection we are having two things, which is email and password. So that is what we are talking about. If the email that we are entering, see we are using find one here, right? So if the email that we are entering, if it matches, then we are printing exist. So this exist and this not exist we are seeing here, right? So that one we are talking here. So you can see the data it is exist or not exist we are having, right? So for about these exist and not exist, it is from this file. So if the data it is presented, you will be getting exist, otherwise you will be getting not exist. So this is about the thing. Otherwise, you will be getting an exception which is fail, which will be printed in the result. And otherwise, for the sake of sign up also. So sign up means we have to enter the data into the database, right? So for that purpose, we are having here we are using an email and password, and after that we are checking if it is already presented or not. If it is presented, then we are not going to do anything. Otherwise, if it is not presented, it is sign up page, right? So for that purpose, if it is not exist, then we are like inserting into the collection. So the data insert many here we are using because we are inserting the records again and again, right? So for that purpose, we are using insert many here. Otherwise, we are printing the fake. And this port connected, you can see here, right? This is because of this port. So if it is like the 8000 port, it is connected, then we'll be getting the port connected in the console. So this is about app.js file. Is it clear about the app.js file?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let us see Mongo.js, where we have created a schema, that means a database, and inside that we have created a collection which is of name collection itself. I'll also be showing that to you in the MongoDB also. So here we are importing the mongoose, and this is the schema, that means the database React login tutorial. So initially when we open the MongoDB, you will be getting this port number as default. So that one, and then and catch, it is also similar to try catch only. If it is presented, that means it is connected, then we'll be printing Mongo connected. Otherwise, we'll be printing failed here. This one MongoDB connected, that is about this one. And after that we are creating a schema here where we are using new mongoose.schema, and we are having two fields which is email and password of type string and required, and means required is equal to means we have to compulsorily enter them. And after that we are creating a collection inside that schema using the name of that is collection, and we are giving a permission to export that collection so that we can import it in app.js file. You can see we have imported this collection, right? So for that purpose, the cons collection. So for that purpose, we are giving permission for the sake of exports. So this is about the mongo.js file, and if it is clear about the mongo.js file, we have also run it successfully. So is it
Yes, ma'am.
we have also run it successfully. So is it okay? So now let us also see the database that we have created there. So this is the thing React login tutorial, and inside that we are having a collection which is of name collection itself. So let me show that collection to you. See, the name is collection itself, and inside that we are having some all these things like usernames and passwords. Let us see with the output. Let us also try by inserting some data, and I will be showing that to you. Sorry. So email, password, it will be having two things, and object ID it is automatically generated. Let us check the output. So this will be the output because I have not used any CSS. It is like this. If you want, you can use the CSS and all. So let us try to first insert the data. Let us insert 1234, and the password is also 1234. Let us click on submit. See, because it is not presented, we have inserted the data and have moved to the home page where we'll be getting hello, and followed by the username that you are entering, and followed by welcome. So let us now check it in the database. So we have to again open it because we have to refresh the data, right? So for that purpose. So now let us see whether it is inserted. 1234. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, it is inserted. So now let us try to log in. Let us go to the login page and now let us try to log in with the same thing. See, because it is presented, we have moved to the home page. And now let us now check with the like false conditions, like alert messages, whether they are presented or not. Let us give something which is not presented in that database. And now let us check with the submit query. See, you'll be getting an alert message where you will be getting user have not signed up. And let us also check with the sign up page. So let us give something which we have already inserted and check whether we can submit the user already. So these are the conditions that we are having. So is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
Okay. So this is about the login sign up page using like ReactJS, ExpressJS, and also MongoDB. So we have also covered all the frameworks. Like we have covered the framework for the front end, which is React, and we have connected the backend, which is like ExpressJS we have used, which is a framework of JavaScript. That means Node.js is a framework. So we are all that means Node.js framework again. It is like ExpressJS. It is a library of Node.js itself. So ExpressJS it will be having a middleware. So that will be the difference between Node.js and ExpressJS. And also we have seen a non-relational database which is MongoDB. So this is about the class for today. So the task will be building a login sign up page using ReactJS, ExpressJS, and MongoDB. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me, or otherwise, we'll be meeting in the next class.